Today I'm going to be changing the oil on this 2013 Honda Pilot. This is the EXL. It has the 3.5 liter V6. And I just want to bring you along in case you need to do an oil change on your Honda Pilot. This will probably work for the Honda Ridgeline as well. So we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. First thing I did is I pulled up on some ramps. And now we're going to go ahead and open the hood. And when we first got this, I was struggling to find where the actual hood release is, but it is right here. Another thing I have is a big piece of cardboard. These are the items we're going to be using. We've got 0W20 full synthetic oil. We have an oil filter, 17mm socket, 3/8 ratchet, a 3/8 torque wrench, and an oil filter wrench just in case. Hopefully we don't need that, but if we do, we got it ready to go. I'll put a link in the description for everything here. This is just a budget oil change. Everything is from Walmart. You can see right here, these are made in the USA, so I don't mind purchasing those. And we're gonna go ahead and jump under, get the drain plug out, start draining the oil. One other item we need to find is, where do we fill this with oil? Well, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be under this engine cover. There it is right there. So now we can go ahead and drain the engine oil. I do want to go ahead and crack this open. Just to allow air in through this way to let the oil go out easier. Alright, going underneath. Alright, like we said, the drain plug is a 17mm. I'm about to get irritated again. Okay. This should only be torqued to around 25 foot-pounds. I have a feeling it's way more than that, but there we go. So what I like to do to get these drain plugs out without getting oil all over me is, as I'm twisting it out, I'm going to be pushing in on it, and hopefully we can get this removed without getting oil everywhere. Unfortunately, there's not a good place to put the camera so you can see exactly what's going on. Okay, we're getting some drips, so we're getting really close there. You can see my hand's pretty clean. I got a little bit of oil right here, but we're gonna let this drain, and then I will come back. We'll get the drain plug back in, and then we will remove the oil filter. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put the drain plug back in, and we are going to set our torque wrench to 29 foot-pounds. Alright, there's 29 foot-pounds. And now we're going to move to the oil filter. So you can see the oil filter right there. And this opening right here is where I'll be getting to it from. Well, that's why I brought the pliers. I can't really get my hands on there very good, so just gotta reach up, come over here by the drain plug with the wrench, and just turn. Get a little more there. Make sure the drain pan's under it. We'll break it loose. Let some oil drip off of it. I guess here we're gonna have to get our hands a little dirty. So now we got gloves. I like to try to clean this mating surface off. We're going to go get the new oil filter prepped so we can install it and then put oil in. Here we're going to open this filter. We're going to have a rag nearby. We're going to dip our clean finger in the clean oil, and then we're going to rub this oil on this rubber seal. Then we're going to install this oil filter. You know, some people will fill the oil filter. I don't do that. I just don't like fighting it. So we're going to jump back under, get this oil filter in place, and then fill this up with oil. Alright, hopefully we're close to where we were before. We got the oil filter going back in place. And right there, that's all the tighter it needs to be. Just hand tight. You're done. Wipe up any spills that you might have, and then head back up to the top and fill the oil. Well, due to the location, we're going to be using a long funnel. So this vehicle uses 4.5 quarts when you change the filter. I don't know if anybody these days changes just the oil and not the filter. But anyway, we're putting 4.5 quarts in. We're going to down off the ramps and check it. And then this job will be done. Okay, got about half a quart left. I'm going to go ahead and clean up my mess here, and we'll get down off the ramps and check it out. Alright, the car has ran for a little bit. We got it down off the ramps, and now we're going to check and see what the oil level is. This first one, just going to wipe it off. Alright, looks like we're right where we need to be. We're toward the top of the hatch marks here. So I'd say we're good to go. Now that we've got the oil change, it's time to reset the oil life. So we're going to go through the menu here until we get to oil life. Press and hold. Press and hold. There we go. Oil life has been reset.